with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From the 44, Watson. And he's going to keep it here. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now it's Watson, eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Fuller. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
From the gun on third, Watson forced out to his left. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line.
On third down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And nowadays, to get to the first down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
20 set, 19. Quit talking about it.
A first down carry here for Johnson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 2nd and 9. Watson stepping up. He'll try and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. He made, and he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Airing it out deep for Wood. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, it's Watson. Being chased out left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Aaron Donald able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now high. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Buying time to his left. And he will have a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Well, that's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line situation. A guy who's not afraid to tuck the ball, give his body up, and get into the end zone. That ought to inspire his entire team.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. It's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the...
Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Seattle Seahawks. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Line right! On the line right! 950! Look, get this one off! 43! 43!
first down. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He's got his man. It's Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Yellow. There's a lot of light. 54 miles.
Mahomes now on first down. This for his running back, McCoy. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pass incomplete.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Got it. Switch it. Come on. Wait.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's got Lockett. Tyler Lockett, 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 65 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big time play.
Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Okay, CD, let's talk about KC as their offense comes back out here. 12-4 finish as they head into this divisional round, 4th straight AFC West title. They're searching for something that they haven't had in a half-century, and everybody knows what that is. That's a Super Bowl berth. We thought their season might be in trouble when Mahomes went down with that kneecap injury. That was in mid-October. But he and the Chiefs, 6 games, a strong finish, and they're looking as good as they have in a long time.
And they have to give some credit to Matt Moore as the backup quarterback for keeping things afloat while Mahomes was out. Because remember, they beat Minnesota in a home game that was a difficult one for them. And they also had a tough one with Green Bay that they almost pulled out at home as well. So give him a lot of...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 51 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. On second down, Lynch. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. The ball comes out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We're going to shut you down.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Seattle Seahawks road warriors this year, 8-1 on the road following the wild card win at Philadelphia. The big headline, of course, as you kind of touched on earlier, the return of Marshawn Lynch, also Robert Turbin. But as you said, Charles, how about DK Metcalf? Last pick of the second round, 160 yards in the win at Philly, the most by a rookie in a playoff game.
And how many people can use being picked in the second round of the NFL draft as motivation, like they've been slighted? And that's how DK Metcalf has felt. And he now says the best thing that ever happened to him in his career. was going in the second round because he'll always have fuel to prove people wrong, and boy, did he ever in that game. And earlier this year, I did the Philadelphia-Seattle game in regular season, and DK Metcalf had 3 big drops in that game. How about the improvement to the playoffs? No drops, big plays all around. And last but not least, this Seattle team, they went east, I think 5 times this year and played at the 1 o'clock time zone. Undefeated in that time slot. And now they'll go east again, this time to Green Bay, and play in the Central time zone for a chance to go to the NFC Championship game.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On second and a long way to go. Wilson, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll run this with Homer. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points.
Get ready.
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Check. Watch 54.
So we've reached halftime with a visiting Chiefs. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. To throw again on second down. Mahomes complete. The tight end Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Quentin Jefferson coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Mahomes trying to lay one up. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. For this offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 49 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is caught. And he'll get in for the 2 points, as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check, go back. We got motion. Back up. Attack!
Now here's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And some room to work. The 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Now Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Boy, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs have it. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10, and they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, and this is caught by Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Seahawks on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Slam, slam, slam. Joker, joker, 14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And all the Chiefs have it.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision.
Hello? Yeah. Jay, you can hear me on the broadcast now, right?
Historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. There's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to the sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Get an onside kick.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You already got embarrassed like that on stage.
If they lose the game.
Shut up. You hate when you say, okay, don't get mad. And you say, don't get mad. And you tell them about something.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle.
You just won't get mad, Caleb?
Second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing it on second and 10. Jackson,
I told you.
The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Jackson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Now Jackson, flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Not sure I agree with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agree with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. From the 40 now on second down. Jackson, he's going to find his tight end Boyle. And now the ball's out. It's picked up by the Chiefs.
I saw.
He has brought this one back.
Yo,
for a Chiefs
what are you
touchdown.
doing? This is my new controller.
It's not going to make grass.
And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it with a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I did. But
I
he got
just
6 points out of it. I know that. A great play for that defensive unit. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. That's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Jackson buying time to his left. He can Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now pass is taken in by Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
This nigga was behind him.
I knew it was the Ravens, bro. I knew it was the Ravens, bro. Because the Ravens all gotta be teams, bro.
Nigga was behind him.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Hey, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Intercepted.
Tell me what I'm
Picked
doing.
off around the 27.
And
He bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Jay, tell me what I'm doing.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw is Jackson. He may try and run for this.
If he fumbles.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
But you're going to be at... Oh, I'm not thinking.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That should have been a touchdown. I'm not running because running is bad. I'm not going to score? I might not make
no
the
move
field
to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
Oh, yeah, the good. Oh, yeah, the good. Let's go.
In the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Because at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
How do we control that? Like, why do we have this shit? We can't even control it.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like the adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup. Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 34 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football that he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turns it into a game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Oh, the Ravens have it. They do have it. So the onside kick is recovered. And you know, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover the onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Now it's Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
He's big though. I would have
scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going up in your head, it's time to go.
Ooh, he's ready to run too, though.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time a sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson, steps away. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Now it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And I got the offside kick.
Action, 1:56 remaining.
I got that. I scored a touchdown. Stupid son.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Get inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Got him in, it's Brown. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown.
I can't even
Pushing
get
it in from a yard away. As the Ravens push further out in front. Now let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
Pick. All right, we'll see. All right, we'll see.
That means you don't win, you don't lose.
Okay, that means you don't win. Big. Look, I'ma still get it. So, oh well.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery.
Now, and then we'll score next one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone.
What?
And a decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as it's taken down right at the 20.
I know.
As Baltimore makes their way back out here, Charles, I'll ask you the question everybody is asking about Baltimore. Are they the team to beat in the playoffs? They sure look like it. They haven't lost since September 29th. 12 wins in a row to finish the season, and now they face the Titans.
And who did they lose on September 29th? Who did they lose to?
The Browns.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And they got run out of the stadium that day. So that was their last clunker. You mentioned it, 12 straight wins to finish the season. Number 1 in offense, number 1 in rushing, number 3 in defense, and they hit your quarterback an awful lot. And the best part about their game is that their quarterback, Lamar Jackson, is no longer just a one-dimensional running type of a quarterback. He can hurt you with his arm as well and be accurate throwing the football. They are the team to beat in the AFC. I do think that Kansas City will have a lot to say about it before it's all said and done.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Ingram, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
He said he left this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Johnson. This will be caught by Brown.
Let's go!
He's going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now Justin Tucker. He has it.
You got it in my head.
Career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good.
What are you playing right now? What
Coachman
are
at
watching
REA
the
Sports.
cast
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick taken near the 18. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that.
Jaden, you just missed it.
Sure,
You just missed it. Jaden, you just missed it. Highlight play, Jaden. Highlight play.
Chiefs touchdown.
Highlight play, Jaden.
72 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in.
Jaden, bruh. Look at that. Dime.
That was a pick.
I should have just stopped. I juked. Oh my god.
Front. Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
Spell IHOP.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Oh, he could have
knocked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson to throw again. He'll run it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Anthony Hitchens able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
How do you control holding? Why is it even in the
So
game?
erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use
And
an addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Yeah.
How do you control that?
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram.
What was
this
that?
This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off
If he
with
intercepted
great
it in
anticipation.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're...
I swear. Oh, let me replay it, then I'm going to challenge it. Blah, blah, nobody cares about kids, everybody cares, and... Yeah, he was in. He was out. The ball...
Alright, you can challenge it.
I know he was in.
Man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Look at... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Get the fuck off.
Trying to improvise. Past the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. Gets him a 1st down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jihad Ward just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chiefs